Hello, people. This is Burley Brooklyn Babe, aka Laura. I'm here. If you guys have any questions about the Ape Father, I'm here to tell you that he's embellishes his stories. He also leaves out parts to make himself look like he's the victim. He invited me out to dinner a few times. One time it was a free dinner because he went somewhere and the guy cut him a check for some money and gave him a voucher for food. And then he brought up the fact that I got my daughter a dinner from them. And he actually lied to them and told them that I was Jen's sister. Obviously, I'm not. Richie's fake laugh. So he wants to retaliate and go on Facebook and on YouTube and say what he says. But I can read you the text of what he said about my son, who's a Marine. I can read you the text about what he said about me personally. My son got angry, and yes, he did yell because he lied. He lied. He told my son something that no son should ever hear about their mother, which wasn't true. Okay? My son didn't talk to me because of what he said. And he wants to call it breaking guy code, the ape thing. But in truth, there's a code between a mom and a son. And if he puts an image of a mother in his son's head, that's not right. But he wants to justify it. He wants to justify using my situation about my husband passing because we were separated at the time. I had 4 kids with the man. We were married for 20 years. We were together a long time. No marriage is perfect. Okay? No marriage. Okay? We'll get on the subject about me calling the cops to go get my knife. He threatened that if I showed up at his property, he was going to call the police. So I asked for police escort. The story about his daughter going into my pocketbook, the story goes, I asked her while we were driving to go in my bag and get me a piece of gum, and she had one for herself. We go back to the nail salon, which, to be clear, he did give me gas money. He did give me money because we were going to be there for a long time, and he wanted to make sure his daughter ate something. Okay. He did not pay for my nails, nor did he pay for my daughter's nails. Okay? I left my pocketbook on the bar where his daughter was sitting, where she walked over to after she was sitting with me. And she was going through my bag. She did not ask for a piece of gum. And it's a Mento, not a menthol. Okay? And I told him in the car when I was alone that she went through my bag. Oh, I'm sure, whatever, she just lost her mom and her grandma and she feels comfortable with you. I did not go ballistic. What I said was she went through my private belongings, my personal property, without question. Even if she wanted a piece of gum, you don't go into anybody's bag. And as a true Italian would know, okay, you do not touch anything that does not belong to you. If you're in somebody's house, you're next to somebody's pocketbook, you don't do things like that. Okay? He wants to tell me I'm living with my mom at 53. Yes. I recently had cancer surgery. I went for thyroid surgery, and before the surgery, they have found out that it spread to my lymph nodes. This is why I talk like this. Okay? I went through radiation. Right after radiation, I had another surgery. I've been in physical therapy for like 2 years, and I'm still going through it. Okay? I have been sick since the day after Christmas. Okay? I've been through a lot. My mom wanted me here with her because of my condition. I don't have to explain that, but he wants to throw shit out there. He wants to talk about the cigarette situation. I've cleaned his car. I've cleaned his home. I've cooked for him. And the whole time I was cooking, he was upstairs making YouTube videos. I had not one shred of help as I'm cleaning. And the one day that I walked into his house, there was a literal playground of dog poop under the dining room table. And I said, what is that? And I said, Rich, the dog pooped all over the dining room, literally all over. It was like landmines everywhere. So, Sophia, why didn't you clean the dog poop? Why didn't you clean the dog poop, Rich? Oh, you must have just did that. No, because some of the poop was white and stuck to the wood floor. Okay? Okay. Then proceed to the kitchen, open up the dishwasher, moldy dishes. Moldy. I took them and I threw them out. Okay, fine. Then there's about 6, 8 giant shopping bags of Burger King. All empty, all over the floor. Nobody could throw them out. So guess who did it? This girl. This girl did it. I did it for the sake of those kids. This man does not know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to separate, recycle. He never wakes up to see the kids off to school. He sleeps until well past noon, okay? I had asked him to take me to go get a procedure done that I had done last week, actually. And when I asked him, it wasn't like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll do, whatever you need. No, it wasn't like that. Oh, that means I got to go to Tom's River twice. I got to go pick up the food, the free food that, he went all the way to Red Bank to get free food too. He's still trying to get free stuff on the case of his mom and wife passing away, okay? All right. He wanted to compare my marriage to his perfect marriage, and I should not grieve. And he said this to me. My grief is different from his. When I had to tell my 11-year-old daughter, when she woke up in my arms, that her father passed away. And you want to use that in your videos, whether you use my name or not. That was my story. That is what I told you. So you want to go into talking about personal things. You want to talk about my son's military because he broke a code. You broke a code by telling my son the things you did. That's what you did. And you can't understand that because no one's ever wrong. No one can ever admit to being wrong. You are wrong on many, many, many levels. And every time I tried to bring it up about whatever we were arguing about, he bounced back. That's what he does. If you notice in his videos, he'll start on the subject, he'd change it, do a stupid little laugh. Okay? Yes, I called the cops on him. Yes, I had them go there for a wellness check. I have videos of what his bathroom looks like. The kid's bathroom, what the kid's bathroom looks like. Okay? His house is disgusting. I invited him here for Thanksgiving. I felt bad. I cooked. My stepfather cooked. That he doesn't mention. That I went to Laura. She was so nice enough to open up her home for us to come so we wouldn't be alone on Thanksgiving. Because his family don't talk to him. Why? Why? Never got that answer. Okay. Then I invite them for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I'm going to make Penny. I said, listen, I don't have a lot of money. I have a limited income. Yes, I do. Okay? And I'm lucky that I live with my mom. I'm blessed that I'm here with my mother to help take care of me. My car recently broke down, so I used my mother's car. Big deal. I got it to use. My stepfather helps me if I need to go to the hospital, a therapy appointment, no matter what. And if I can't take my daughter somewhere, he takes her. That's family. I never once asked anybody for money or anything else. My friends supported me emotionally, okay? My friends were by my side through everything because what the situation between my husband was, I was devastated because the hardest thing in my life that I had to do was tell my little girl that her father passed away. She was 11. And I don't use it to gain sympathy. I don't use it to gain free stuff. I don't use it against anyone. His excuse for Sophia going through my bag was she felt comfortable with you. Understand, but she crossed a boundary. She went in my bag. Well, she lost her mom. I said, you got to stop using that as an excuse. I said, my daughter lost her father. So does that mean it's okay if she comes to your house and goes through your personal stuff? No, that's not an excuse. This is taught or untaught for the fact that it's okay, but it's not. He's not understanding that because Richie has to be right. He's got to be right, Richie, right. No, okay? Yes, I'm following all the haters. Yes, I'm reaching out to all the haters. Because you want to know the truth, I will tell you the truth, and I will show you proof of everything. I put my email address up in my profile. Go for it. Go for it. But this man, we went out on a date. He kissed me. He tried to touch me. I pushed his hands away. Fine. Yes, I flirted. I'm a flirt. I'm a natural flirt. I find it funny. He found it to be scary. The big, powerful man is scary. You're scared of somebody flirting? I did not want to be in a relationship with him. First of all, the teeth are fucked up. Truth. Yes. It's just, that's a turnoff. Not like an L&B is a turnoff, but the way you and have food dripping down your mouth, no napkin, like what? That's disgusting, if you ask me. So why would I want to be with a man like that? You want to keep talking? No sheets on the bed, broken furniture, broken door locks, okay? Broken pantry that when I went in there, I saw expired food, like boxes and boxes, expired. And I went to go take the stuff out, and he's like, oh, you might want to be careful. There might be mice there. Seriously? Seriously. So I want to know, like, he took 10 years off to help his wife. God bless him. But who did all the cleaning? Who did all the cooking? Who took the trash out? That 10 years of being home, you don't know when trash day is. You don't know how to recycle. He indulges himself on food. Sophia barely picks at her food, that poor girl. I feel embarrassed for them if they're not by the way he behaves. And when you go out to eat with him, you're not allowed to eat your food until he videos it. Gotta wait. And if he's in the bathroom while the food is getting put on the table, we wait until he comes out of the bathroom so he can video the food. Why? The kids are hungry. Like, I don't care about me, but like nobody wants to eat cold food because you got to make a video first. What kind of a reaction are you trying to get? Like, I don't understand. Richie did not want to be more than friends, but he took me to Dunkin' Donuts one day to explain to me that he just wanted to have like, a special friendship. I sat there and made believe I don't know what he was talking about. It's that simple. I don't know what he's trying to prove by saying this stuff about me because he told the cops that it's his form of venting. It's his journaling. Okay. So now I'm venting and I'm journaling. Okay. You want to make a song about me? You want to say, how can I be Italian when both my names are very Italian and very popular Italian names? Okay. My maiden name and my married name. Um, he wants to talk about that he knows the boys in Brooklyn. This girl does. And he wants to keep it up. Let him keep it up because it's just going to get worse and worse for him. And I don't need to call nobody. I don't. I have my own army. I have my kids. I have my mother. I have my stepdad. And I have my brother and sister. I'm good. I have family support. My family did not push me away for any reason because I did not ask them for money. I did not ask them to pay for anything. My mother lost her son, her youngest son, her baby. She doesn't use that as an excuse for a behavior or, you know, trying to get something free out of somebody. It is what it is. And like I said, LAURAANN 577 at Yahoo. Let's get to know each other because I have texts. And about his, $500,000. Yeah, it's coming soon because he put it here. Because when I called him a loser, he's like, yeah, I'm a loser that's going to get 500 grand in a couple of weeks. It's in here. Because he's got to prove and prove and prove. Because he was nothing but a little piano player. And he would take all that money that he made teaching piano classes and go eat. And eat like a family by himself. Okay? He makes it seem like he's something grand. He makes it seem like he's a great father. The kids do not have new clothes. I bought Michael Bolin shoes. I did buy them jackets at Walmart, yeah, because his kid's walking around on the coldest days of the year without a jacket. But yet, you spend thousands of dollars on meals, right? And he was cooking at home this past week because he was broke. That's why. And guess who assisted him in that? This girl. I called him up. I told him how to make the pending. I don't want any credit. I really don't care because I'm helping a family do something. And I said to him, Rich, it's great that you guys are cooking together. I said, because you can bond more as a family. Then I see that the kids are cooking and he's sitting there drinking wine. And yesterday, while he was out he had mentioned to me that he went out to dinner last night. Uh, and I was like, okay, and we're having fun. Okay. I just wanted to let you know. I said, I didn't ask and I really don't give a shit. Truth be told. You want to talk about me? Look, you drive mama's car, live in mama's house. Okay. I have a room like a teenager because I decorated my room the way I wanted to decorate it. But I have a room like that's like, tossing shit at me. Literally throwing anything you can find up in my face. But I have sheets on my bed. I have sheets in my linen closet. My daughter's got sheets on her bed. My daughter has socks with no holes in it, and she doesn't have to share the same pair of socks with anybody. He talks about how proud he is of his son, but yet, anytime the kid had practice or whatever, oh, are you going again? When are you doing it again? He didn't know when the kid had a practice. He didn't know when the kid had a tournament. He didn't know when the kid had a game. Tried to get shit free from the bowling alley. Watch, watch, watch. Go tell her, go tell her. He got a strike. He hit the pin. He got a strike. And then he tells me he still spent $93 walking out. And then when I heard the lady say he owed her $36, I was within earshot. So Richie's nothing but a liar, an embellisher, a half-truther, or a non-truther. As I said, like a liar, right? He's a show-off that has nothing to show off. He ordered the part for his mirror, still fucking duct taped. But I live with mommy, right? Okay. At least by living at mommy's, I can buy myself a new car. I could live at mommy's and save money for my kids' future. I could buy my daughter a beautiful diamond nameplate and have a big, nice party for her confirmation, right? So I'm good. My bills are all paid on time. Whatever needs to be taken care of as soon as I get paid. I don't indulge in going out to eat. Everything she needs and then some. And my daughter actually felt bad for his daughter because she deserves to wear more than Walmart clothes. My son was not close to Michael. He liked Michael. Michael liked him back. Okay? My son has a heart. He has a very good heart. He's a good man. He's a good son. And he's a good brother and husband. And for him, this nothing go nowhere sack of crap has no right to question my son's credibility in the military or as a man. Because you, sir, you are not a man. Because you come on YouTube and use it as a tool to attack people. I did not go crazy over Sophia going in my bag. You were not getting the point that a boundary was crossed. She went into personal property. My kids know better as well. My girls do not go in my bag unless I tell them to. And if I tell my son go in my bag and get something, he'll bring me the whole bag because he doesn't want to go in my bag. They lost their father, so they should go through the bags, right? Because they lost their father, because that's an excuse. Everything that he says, I left him during the hardest time of his life. Christmas Day, I went to spend with my family, my kids, my daughter-in-law, and her family. And I was sick that day. And I ended up sleeping at my son's house because I wasn't feeling good. But I left him at the hardest time of his life. But wasn't he on YouTube? Happy and jolly, the actor, the comedian, because, he has a sense of humor. He has no sense of humor. No sense of humor. He actually told my son that he didn't know what was going to happen with Jazz Megan. Okay? So my son's like, so my mom's on the back burner. He told my son some other things that are not true. And that's what lived in my son's head. And my son did not come here for Christmas Eve until after Richie left because he did not want to see him. My son lost all respect for him because my son mentioned to him and said, do not say anything about my mother to me. Do not say anything that I should not be hearing. And he did. And it was a lie. And I have proof that it's a lie. And then he wants to call my son a liar. He's not a man. And then mention his credibility in the military. What has he done? What has he done? Plays piano for money. Lies about this job that he got, because I know about this job and it's really not. I'm telling you, you want to know the truth, come to me. I'm easy to talk to. I flirt, so don't be intimidated because I flirt, okay? But yeah, the big, powerful, strong man was scared because I was flirting. But Dr. Love, right? Dr. Love. Yeah, okay. Please, I can't. The kids don't have toothbrushes. They share one pair of socks. I bought them socks. I bought them slippers. I bought Michael new shirts. I'm not looking for credit, but I can't see these kids not having Christmas presents. I couldn't do it. You want to say shit about me, go right ahead. Because, I don't know. If you want to read it, let me know. It's okay. He blocked my comments. Anybody want to share this with him, go right ahead. He wants to rebuttal? Rebuttal. Free speech, buddy, remember? I know how to use it too. I spoke to the cops. You know, and then we'll see what surprises come out of this. Like I said, I'm not looking for followers. I'm not looking for any type of credibility. I'm not looking for any thanks. I'm not looking for any pats on my back. Like, you know, the girl found it a turn on that he didn't leave his kids, which is fucking, he actually told me that. The woman found it was a turn on that I didn't turn my back on my kids. Does anybody realize he does not make any sense? Makes no sense whatsoever. And then he wants to challenge my son. My son lifted him and his son at the same time. Richie got intimidated. Richie was intimidated because my son was looking at him and he said, I don't know, your son, like, you know, he had this deep look in his eyes and, you know, he was trying to, like, you know, figure me out or whatever. Richie's nothing to look at. You know, that's on you, but I really did not want a relationship with this man. I really, towards when I started watching his videos, I really started thinking to myself, I don't even want to be friends with this man. And then he went, oh, you disappointed Sophia. You upset Sophia. She just lost her mom. I'm not a hater. I'm a truther. And you want the truth? Come talk to the Brutally Brooklyn Babe. Thank you, everybody.